Get ready to match the stars. Charles Nelson Reilly, Brett Summers, Don Adams, Elaine Joyce, Richard Dawson, and Mitzi McCall as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now, here's the host of Match Game 74, Gene Raymer.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Thank you, friend. Pleasure to have all of you here with us today or any day. How's everyone in this department? What have you got there, Brett?
Somebody, that's a booze holder.
That is a booze holder?
Well, if you take off her head, honey, but don't ask me to on the air. Some wonderful lady in the audience gave that to me. Isn't she adorable?
And you don't even drink.
No, thank
Water.
heavens. Fish swim in water.
It
There's
is.
a card in it, Brett.
There is
Wait
a
till I
card.
put my glasses on.
There is a card in it, and it'll take 20 minutes for her to read
Well,
the
go
card.
on, and
Yes,
I'll
we'll
read
go
it in
on.
the next
And we'll
segment.
say hello to our two players over here, Sandy Corey and Diane Jackson. Hello, ladies. How are you? Sandy is our current champ. She has won $1,200, and she's happy about that, aren't you?
I sure am.
Good. And Diane is challenging her, and we have finished round one, and she did very well in her half of round one, and we are going to do your half of round one in a moment or so, but first we've got to do this, a little bit of business for you. Okay, I'll push this button here and reveal the question that we have for Sandy Corey, second half of round one. Robbie the Robot said, I never drink beer because beer makes me blank. I didn't. Robbie the Robot said it. I never drink beer because beer makes me blank.
And you know
This
what
is your
champagne
friendly
does?
champagne. Hello there.
How are you?
Charles. Could you ever love a robot?
I don't know.
He's crazy about me.
Would you write your answer?
Oh, I have it. Oh, wait a minute.
John is finished because he has a IQ of at least 177.
No, he has an IQ of 12.
No, he doesn't. He's a very bright fellow. Are you ready already?
We are ready.
Now, Sandy Corey. Robbie the Robot said, I never drink beer because beer makes me blank.
Sexy.
Sexy? Aha. Well, I never met a sexy robot.
That's a good answer, but you have to burp first.
Have to burp. Okay. Brett?
Have to.
What do you say?
It's champagne that makes you sexy.
Oh, it is.
I should know. I've never had any. What beer does is it makes you gassy.
Gassy. I see. Okay, she says sexy. John, what do you say?
I have burp, but I spelt it differently. I'm not going to show it.
Really? Wait a minute, now, John. Wait a minute. May I?
Show your answer.
Oh, well, that's a
nice
perk. We've had
answer.
Oh,
worse.
that's terrible.
We've had worse than that on the show.
Oh, that's awful.
No.
Is that the same thing as burp?
Belch and burp. Is that a match? Yeah, that's a match.
Oh, no, we're looking for a second.
Oh, sexy. Yeah. See, Don, you got me all mixed up there.
Well, isn't belch the same as sexy?
No, it's not the same as sexy.
That's why his marriage is in
Why
trouble.
am I mixed up
That was close.
there? What do you say
Well,
there?
you know, robots have to be very careful of what they swallow or
Oh,
eat.
get
and
on
things
with
like
it,
that.
Elaine.
Oh, listen, she takes 6 hours. I could take a minute.
Yes.
Not
what was I saying?
necessarily.
You were saying that robots have to be careful what they ingest.
That's right. You're in
What
my
else would you
camera
like to...
shot.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... You said
So-
robots have to be careful what they ingest.
Yes. So, if he had beer, he would get rusty.
Oh! Is that what we waited for? That's it. Okay, rusty. No, sexy is the answer that Sandy is looking for. What are you offering?
Oh, without all of that nonsense, rust.
Rust. Okay. Do we have sex,
Well, when you
rust, what?
when you sit in the same row with Dickie Dawson, I mean, you just naturally get sexy, but if he doesn't respond, I'm sorry, but it's
You get
rust.
rusty. Rusty seems to have been the answer there. Let's see what we've got here in round 2. Diane, would you make a selection?
B, please.
B. Now, you matched everyone except in Don's position there. So, Don,
Yes,
this
sir.
is for you only.
Only for me.
You are the only one playing with Sandy Corey.
Because you're a
Yes.
dummy.
No, you
If
were
his
right.
wife finds out.
You were right.
Well, I'm in trouble already.
You respond to this. One day... Oh, this is Diane. I beg your pardon. It's Diane's question.
Diane.
Follow your instructions carefully.
One day, Yule Gibbons fell asleep in the forest. And a little squirrel began storing nuts in his blank. You know who Yule Gibbons is, don't you?
No.
You don't know who Yule Gibbons
No,
is?
I really don't.
Don't you see or watch the television commercials?
I never watch television. Just reruns
There's a
of
guy
Get
on
Smart.
television who comes out with these commercials and says, you know, you can, in nature, you can eat almost anything. And then he starts eating hickory nuts. That's Yule Gibbons. He's a guy with a beard and all that.
And somebody's storing nuts in his
Well,
what?
one day Yule Gibbons fell asleep in the forest, and a little squirrel began storing nuts in his blank.
In his blank.
Right.
Okay.
I had no idea there was anyone in the world who didn't know who Yule Gibbons was.
Mrs.
Everybody
Yule
He was
Gibbons.
dumb.
You know who Yule Gibbons is, don't you?
I certainly do.
That's it. Tell us what Yule Gibbons does for a living.
Says hickory nuts can be fun. And then he does unnatural things to them.
All right, that is finished, Diane, so we need a response from you. One day, Yule Gibbons fell asleep in the forest. A little squirrel began storing nuts in his blank.
Mouth.
Mouth. Apparently, he fell asleep with his mouth open. Snoring away there with his mouth open, and the squirrel put the nuts in his mouth. Don, what do you say?
No, that's what he's doing, snoring away.
Wait, does this mean any money to this girl?
Well, I don't. It could, I suppose, yes.
Well, I hope so, because I have mouth.
Mouth. Well, now, Diane has 6. She's matched everyone on the panel. And as they say in show business, the fat is in the fire. Because you have
always
got
thought
to
they
match
said the
6
curtain
to
must
stay
go
in
up.
the game and achieve a tie. And this is your assignment. Listen carefully. Everyone plays. As Count Dracula was biting the neck of his victim, he thought to himself, I must remember to blank my fangs.
Blank is who?
Count Dracula said as he was biting the neck of his victim, I must remember to blank my fangs.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I must remember to blank my fangs. Blank my fangs.
Oh, they just go crazy when you do that
I don't
imitation.
understand.
As Count Dracula was biting the neck of his victim, he
As
was
he was,
biting.
yeah. Oh, that's gonna get me in a lot of trouble at home.
He said, I must remember to blank my fangs.
Yeah.
You don't understand
Yes,
the...
I do. I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Hickory nuts can be fun.
If you store them in your mouth, my son.
Hold on.
All right.
Hold on.
Are you ready? Count Dracula said to himself, I must remember to blank my fangs.
To sharpen.
Sharpen my fangs. It's interesting to work in a studio full of vampires who cheered her answer. Sharpen my fangs. Charles, what? That's Charles, that's enough.
She has the taste I like twice a day. Oh, naturally, I've kept the child in the game with a big sharpen.
Sharpen, there's one for you, Sandy. Brett,
Well, as usual,
Good luck.
I'm right.
sharpen. Gotta match everybody. So far, you're ahead, Don.
I didn't know how to spell sharpen. File.
File the match. File and sharpen. Okay.
I'm so excited.
She's rolling
I'm
along
so
like a-
excited. Sharpen.
That little girl may go all the way. Are you going to stop her?
Why would I stop a nice girl like that?
What are you going to do, that little girl,
Well, since I am married to a werewolf, I put sharpen.
is a most unusual turn of events. We end up with a tie score here, and we'll tell you what happens when that occurs right after you hear about this message. Okay. Now, this game ended up in a tie, 6-6. It was a real interesting game. So when that happens, we've got to say Shazam and wipe out the board. Push the button over here and reveal 2 tie-breaking questions. Each of you will have 1 chance at it, and the one who scored the most will be the winner. Diane, the challenger, you make the selection.
B, please.
All right, everybody plays, and this is it. The plumber said, I know this is hard to believe, but Liberace's blank is shaped like a piano. That's what the plumber said. I know this is hard to believe, but Liberace's blank is shaped like a piano.
The plumber said that.
The plumber said that.
Watch it, watch it.
Sorry.
Oh! Oh, I tell you, I'm tired of thinking slow.
Please.
Okay. Bottom row is ready, and so is the top, and we'll come over here to Diane Jackson. Count Dracula is finished.
Sorry, it's just
The plumber said, I know this is hard to believe, but Liberace's blank is shaped like a piano. What do you put in that blank, Diane?
Toilet.
Sorry. No euphemisms there with Diane. She gets right to it. No Biffy, anything like that, or John, or the toilet. Bing, what do you say, Charles?
Diane, being a preacher's wife, I thought she'd skip 1 and go to 2, which would have been bathtub.
Bathtub.
Sorry, dear.
Okay. Brett, what did you say?
I would thought she was being a teacher. She would strike out for the truth. Pool.
The pool.
It is shaped like a piano.
It is, yes. I see.
Well,
Oh,
it's
that's
not
right.
interesting, but
But a
it's truthful.
plumber...
Don?
Plumber doesn't have anything to do with the pool. A plumber has to do with the toilet seat.
There's 1 for it, Diane. Now, let's find out how this lady's mind worked on that question.
Oh.
What mind?
Well, I happen to know he rehearses everything in the bathroom.
He does?
Yes, everything. So his toilet is shaped
There you go.
like a...
That's true for you, Diane. Right. And you, sir?
Well, I think it's wonderful. But he doesn't say toilet, he says tidy.
Tidy. And so there's another one, the toity matched. And how about this lady down here, Mitzi?
Well, I gotta tell you that I watch the show every day at home.
Yeah.
And Richard Dawson is, to me, the brightest and grooviest person in the world. And I
Yeah,
guess
have
some
a
of
toity.
that... Yeah, he is. And I think sitting next to him, some of that goodness rubbed off, and I said toity.
I misspelled it. She thought toity and spelled it tooty. And see the spelling? The spelling doesn't count here, Mitzi. That was a match.
That's
And
why
so-
I laughed, because I knew
see.
I spelled it wrong.
Yeah. All right, so Diane, that means you have 4. And Sandy, you must score 4 to stay in the game. 5, however, will win the game for you.
Score 4.
Score 4. 4 score. Betty said, I'm never flying on that airline again. When I peeked into the cockpit, I saw the pilot reading the blank. I'm never flying on that airline again. When I peeked into the cockpit, I saw the pilot reading the blank. Reading the blank.
Oh, I was trying to figure out how to condense it.
I spelled that wrong, too.
It's all right. Don't worry about that. Okay. Put that in the slot. That means this tier is ready. And this tier will be ready by and by.
Oh, I remember you in...
Listen, if you can't write a little faster, we're going to get Granny to do the answers for you.
That's a portrait of Brett.
Okay, now we're ready for Sandy. Betty said, I'm never flying on that airline again. When I peeked into the cockpit, I saw the pilot reading the blank.
The instructions on how to fly the plane.
Instructions. All right. Instruction book or whatever they, yes. What did you say,
Whatever
Charles?
it is, you said instruction book. That's what I wrote.
Oh, is that right? Naturally, sir. All right, that's one for her. Brett?
Well, see, it's easy for her to be quick. She doesn't have to write. I said, flying instructions. I don't know what that means. Oh, flying flying instruction. I had to do that on how to fly.
On how to fly.
So it goes this way. Flying instruction.
So there's another match. Right? That's a match. And you, sir, what do you say?
I, sir, say control panels instructions.
I saw the pilot. You said I saw the pilot reading the control panels?
Right, instructions.
Is that a match? No, no match there.
Wait a minute.
It's one of those...
No, the jury is out on that. And what do you say?
I can't believe it. I don't know what's happened, but I've been getting a lot of right answers. I mean, it's incredible. I don't know what's happened to me today.
You mean you've been matching the people over there?
Yeah, it must have been the steak I had for breakfast or something.
That's good to start your day with a lot of protein.
Yeah.
It'll make you healthy and build up your
hair on
body.
your chest.
And build up your body a little. And show us your card before
I said instruction book.
There's another match for you, Sandy. One more to tie, 2 to win. Let's see what happens here. Richard.
Hickory nuts can be fun. Well, I say instruction.
Well, Mitzi, it's 4-4. The score is tied.
Okay.
And it's all up to you.
Charles Nelson Reilly said to me, if you want to be good on the game, keep your answer brief. Don't write instruction book if you could just say manual.
Is that a match? That's a match. So, Sandy, there's another $100 for you. You're up to $1,300. Stand by for a moment or so. We've got to say goodbye to Diane. I'm sorry to see you go, Diane. You're
I enjoyed it.
a peachy kid and a good dancer. And we've got a gift for you backstage. Diane Jackson. Now, before we go here to the Big Money Super Match, we've got to do a little business with America, so you stand by for a moment or so, okay? All right. Here we go with Sandy Corey, who's been here before, right?
I sure have.
Are you ready?
I am.
All right, we're going to have a go at over $5,000 now, Sandy. Good luck to you. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Canadian blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. And if you match the next one, it's $250. And if you match the bottom one, it's $100 for you. Which celebrities do you want to get a little assist from here?
Charles?
Charles.
My initials. Canadian National Railroad.
Canadian National Railroad.
I have the best answer.
That's his answer. That's your
the
answer.
strangest laugh I've ever gotten in my entire life.
Okay, another celebrity. Pick another winner.
Don?
Canadian Royal Mounted Police.
Canadian Royal. Yeah. All right, you're doing great so far.
Canadian Club.
Canadian Club. What, we got a bunch of winos here? You're applauding whiskey? All right. So
Well,
you've got
there's only
Canadian
one
Club,
answer
Canadian
here.
Royal Mounted Police, and Canadian National Railroad. CNR is the thing there. I don't know if anybody said that, but it's up to you. You can choose one of those or give us one of your own. What do you want to do? She's thinking now. She's going to make
Well,
a
don't
choice
let her
here.
think too
She may
long.
be
She'll
on her
doze
own. I don't know
off.
what she's going to do.
Canadian Club.
Canadian Club. Okay. That's Richard's answer. Canadian Club is the one she's going for, hoping it's up there in the $500 thing. But first, let's start at the bottom and find out what's under the $100 response. Canadian Club right off the bat.
Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon.
And Canadian
Canadian
papers.
Listen, aren't you going to be surprised if Charles Nelson Reilly's answer is up there? Then, all right, we're going to find out right now. May we see the $250 response? Canadian bacon is what Mitzi just said. That's there. All right. What do you think is under the 500 audience? Canadian Sunset. Canadian Mounted. Okay, here we go. May we see it? $500. Canadian Mounted Police.
Twice you did
That was
that.
John's answer. The Royal Mounted Police. Okay, well, Sandy, you've got the $100. That means you now play for 10 times that amount or another $1,000. You've been here before, too. Now, to collect, you got to match one celebrity and choose one now.
Don.
Why not?
Okay, Don? All right. Don, you get ready to write. You'll face me, Sandy. Here's the $1,000 question. Bicycle blank. Bicycle blank. Finished, Don? You want to put it in the slot there now, and the bell will ding. See how it dings when you put it in the slot there now. Okay, Sandy, how do you respond to this in order to match Don? Bicycle...
Can it have more than one word? I mean...
Whatever you think will match him. If you think 2 words is what he's written, that's what you'll do.
Bicycle built for 2.
Bicycle built for 2. Okay? She says bicycle built for 2 in order to match you. For $1,000, Don, may we see your answer?
Oh, the poor baby.
Sandy, bicycle built for 2.
You got $2,400 now. You stand by and you pull yourself together there, and we'll go to this message, and then we'll come right back. Well, we've given away a lot of money. We've had a lot of fun, haven't we, folks?
Yes.
And we're going to do it again next time, whenever that is.
Yes.
Join us next time, whenever that is. Gene Rayburn for Match Game 74. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.